Hi, this is Eli Brooke with Productive Style, and welcome back to another Planner Thursday. Today, we're going to be doing transparent spreads. I'm using lots of materials, including an 8x8 Archer and Olive notebook, stencils, pens, some clear paper, which I'll talk about a bit more in a minute, some cutting utensils, cutting mat, scissors, gotta use the Eiffel Tower scissors, and some Tombow brush pens, Staedtler pigment liner pens, and pencils. To get started today, we're going to be doing something a little bit different. So I have been trying to think about some unique things to do in my bullet journal, and for this month I'm doing some ocean drawings and doodles over on the Instagram for Instruct a Doodle and Productive Style. So what I wanted to do was look at doing some transparencies in this and having sort of that see-through look where you're kind of looking through and almost like you're looking through the water a little bit. And for the spread theme, I'm going to be doing coral. So you can see here, I'm kind of making a big circle in the page, and I'm drawing lots of different colors of coral. I'm actually using 5 different shades of kind of tan, brown, and different shades of blue, kind of a medium shade, a navy, and then a lighter shade of blue that's a little bit brighter. And for the coral, it's really easy to draw with Tombow brush pens because you can get all the variants in kind of your thicknesses of your brush strokes, and it's just a really fun little pattern to draw. So once you practice a few of these, it's really easy to be creative and just try to do different things. And I'm just basically filling in this circle to where it's all kind of solid with all of the different colors of coral. And I'm actually going to be working on 2 different weekly spreads at once. You can see here I have a piece of clear transparent paper. This is actually from the inside of just a makeup palette, but I'll link below where you can purchase some of the same type of plastic. I've ordered some after I made these spreads on Amazon, so you can make projects and do whatever size you want. So I've basically just taken a gold Sharpie and drawn some flowers on this one that I'm going to be inserting here, and then I kind of marked where the edges were, and I'm cutting out 1 square inside, so I've got some flexible room to attach, because you don't want it to be the exact same size as your hole or you won't be able to get it attached and looking through like a window. So I'm just cleaning up some edges, and I'm going to be making lots of layers of drawings here. So I did kind of slip and go back into florals just a little bit, even though it is an under the sea kind of theme. So you can see here kind of the flowers are going to go on top of all of the coral, and it's hopefully going to be this nice, little bit of floral on the ocean scene. So I'm just going to be using washi tape to attach this, and I am going a little bit over the edges with the washi. And when I go over the edges with the washi, I'm going to come back with one of those X-Acto knives and just cut it. You just have to be really careful and kiss cut the top layer of washi tape. You don't want to cut through to your journal paper. So you just basically layer it over each edge. It'll make a nice box, and then you can kind of see the lines where you want to go ahead and cut. And this is a really pretty Scotch washi. I'll actually link, I think the exact one on Amazon is still available. And I really like the gold on here, kind of just a really pretty gold lattice on a navy. Using kind of all this like navy and gold theme for this month. So just, very carefully kiss cut that corner and peel away. It's really fun to kind of peel them away and see everything come together. And if it's not perfect, it's okay. It's your journal. You can be flexible and give yourself some room. This certainly isn't perfect either if you get up close and look. So, but haven't used washi in a while, so it's kind of nice to bring some pretty colors and patterns. I don't know about you, but I have this whole drawer of washi tape I've filled full of different colors. I'm thinking about doing a craft room tour soon, so I'll show you that whenever I do that craft room tour video. Not a huge collection, but plenty of colors, that's for sure. I love getting those big packs from Michael's and places. So this is one of the ones from a set from Michael's. I'll link some other similar washi tapes below. And I take it all the way up to the edge, and then I'm just going to trim it away with scissors. So just kind of attaching here and doing a little bit of a border on the other side. And this is going to divide up the page into different sections for my week. So when you're trimming the washi off the edge, the only thing you have to do is make sure you don't cut into the paper, but it usually gives a pretty clean line, pretty easy to do. Alternative is to kind of fold it over if you're not doing something in the back, or you can take it all the way around the page, which looks nice because it's really easy to cut the washi on that center seam. You can just kind of take it with scissors. Now I've also marked on the next page over where that overlay is, and I'm going to use that as a window, so I'm going to draw on the outside of that and make sure that you can see a pretty pattern if you're going through in the other direction. So I've got my square here drawn out with ink and just kind of erasing those initial pencil lines, and I'm going to fill that in with the coral, so either way you flip the page you're going to see a fun pattern behind the flowers. Tombos are interesting when you're doing this coral because you can kind of see the layers of color going on. So it's especially with the lighter ones, you get a translucent look, which is really fun and kind of goes with this month's theme. If you've not had a chance yet, check out the plan with me too, and you'll see some other spreads I've done with kind of these transparent sheets. I rated my makeup collection and got all of them out of my new makeup that were clean, and like I said, then I found the right kind of plastic online, so I'll share that below. But the other thing, if you are interested in kind of trying out new techniques or anything, follow along, because I'm actually going to be continuing this, and I've got some really cool ideas for what I'm going to be doing in August. August, I'm thinking, is going to be sort of this desert silhouette theme, and kind of be more of the warm colors, and I'm pretty excited about that and trying something a little bit different. So now that I have the sections on the page, finishing out that spread is going to be really easy, just kind of marking where I need to divide things out. So I'll have plenty of sections for the days of the week and some other areas that I want to track in my bullet journal. I really enjoyed working with this 8x8 paper. It's bigger than I'm used to, because I usually do kind of that A5 size notebook, and it's been nice to kind of have the extra room to work with and the extra room to store things. You can do some larger things like these cutouts and images and still have plenty of room to write all your to-dos for the week. So just finishing out adding in those days of the week here, and we'll be adding the other kind of to-dos and such on the other page. So really usually keep my journals spreads for the weekly spreads very easy, so just kind of add a couple things like to-dos and ideas. Usually I'll keep a lot of to-dos on the days of the week, but then if there's something that it doesn't matter which day I'm going to do it, but I'm going to do it this week, I'll add it in that bigger master to-do list. So, and just love the way these kind of shine through so you can see the drawings and the different layers. So in this back set, I'm going to do another weekly spread, and at the end of the video I'll kind of show and highlight each of these. But just trying to take the lines out, and again just doing a really simple pattern here. I'm going to kind of divide the pages into what would be squares if they didn't have the images, maybe add an extra section. But basically just get 8 big sections here, and that gives you a lot of room. Just kind of marking the center here and then drawing the lines up and down. And you kind of get a 4 square on the pages, but with the images taken out of the center. And just going to add the days of the week, and you get a second weekly spread out of this. So it's kind of fun to work on both sides of the page and kind of see how everything turns out. But this is a really neat idea for doing any kind of pattern if you want to kind of see through. And like I said, I've been thinking about some more creative ways to use that translucent paper. So if you want to follow out and hear about more of those, be sure to click follow, and that way you won't miss out on a video. But that wraps it up for this week. So you can see the 2 weekly spreads here and some of the materials. But thanks so much for joining. I please hope you take the time to like and subscribe. It means the world, and hope you have a great day and find time to be creative. Thanks. Bye.